Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and welcome back to the channel where today we're going to have another look at the weekly top 5. It's looking pretty well. So for that one, a lot more stable. Again, a lot of signals and EAs has basically now stabilized and producing a good range of profit all the way around. And of course, the most important thing, we're going to look also 4 weeks back over the last 4 weeks and see which are coming on top. And we can also here see a lot more stability in all the signals. They are not jumping around so much anymore. Most of the ones are out in drawdown. They are back making quite nice profits week on week, and we're going to have a look at that. All the zeros are disappearing. So let's get into it. Well, let's get started on the top 5 of the week first. And we are gone to week 19 here, the top 5 EAs. You'll actually see that XAU, which is gold versus USD, is back on top. We have mentioned before what actually happened to our gold signal here also when we were talking about spikes, drawdowns, things like this. So we set up a new range of signal for that one here, and that has provided already $558 in 1 week, or 5.6%. So that has been going quite well. As it used to be here also before, we have the US 30 number 2, which has done $416 or 4.2%. So also very good stability here. And then we have Aussie Japanese, $391 or 3.9%. And a second signal here also covering Aussie Japanese. This is the number 2 signal, 322 or 3.2%. These two signals are different in their setups. But still, they seem to be following quite the same path when it comes to profit and percentages. Last but not least, we also have one of our newer signals, Euro USD, in with $321 or 3.2%. Overall, the profit is a bit lower than what we saw last week because we saw a bit of a spike, especially on one currency pair. Now it looks like all of them are pretty much in the same range. They are making almost the same profits here. And that means the total for the top 5 was $2,008 or 4% for the week. And we are quite happy with that profits. Now you can obviously find a lot more details both on how things are going on a monthly basis. And these particular videos here is now set up on a weekly basis. We have them on our website, as you see here. You can go in and see week by week which ones are the ones that are in the top 10, which ones are the ones doing well. And what you want to be looking for is basically some stability in the signal, cashing in every single week. If it's a couple of $100 or it's 400 or 500, that is basically it. That's what you want to have a look at. And we obviously have even more. You can see also the top 5 posting. It is also on our website here together with the portfolio. So you can always go in and have a look at all our signals. I believe we are up to now about 25, 26 signals that we are trading and currently expanding as fast as we possibly can. Some of them are running on the new alternate strategy with the profit retriever. Other ones are still running on the old ones because it's not all of them that actually benefit from these new systems. It all depends on the setup, the volatility of the markets, etc. One of the things you have to remember here also is, of course, make sure that your accounts are funded correctly. And that is why we always say, make sure for your Forex accounts. So for the normal currencies, $10,000 is the absolute minimum. We do basically recommend that you go a bit higher, maybe 20,000. And then also, if you are interested in metal and Forexes, definitely have to go even higher because the lot size that are being used is sometimes 3 to 5 times bigger than what you have on the Forex market. So you have to adapt and adjust to that. So let's go and have a look exactly of see how the top 10 has done over the past 4 weeks. So having a look at the top 10 accounts, we have number 1 to 10 on the left-hand side. Then we have the different currency pairs, which also include index and metals. And then we have the individual links that also refer back to the copy link service, so you can find them there. And where they were positioned last week in different colors, if they moved up and down. And then the individual results from week 16 to 19 with the total sum and total percentage. And then we're going to come back to the top 5 results here afterwards. So let's start off with number 1. That was also number 1 last week, the Aussie Japanese. Didn't do so well for the last week 16 and 17, but came back in 18 with a huge jump. Week 19 has also been good with $391, $2,559 overall, or 25.59%. Definitely the high jumper of the week. We have our signal also here on the Aussie Japanese number 2, Link 129C. Was number 4 last week. Now it's moved up to number 2. It is 2 different types of set files that we are running. But as you can see, it had a small drawdown also here in week 16, but has done extremely well in the last couple of weeks. So overall for the 4 weeks, $1,422 or 4.22%. Sorry, 14.22%. So definitely also very good signal here. Aussie USD is Link 83C. It was number 2 last week, so moved down the ladder just one step, but it is very decent results. As you can see, it's cashing in every single week. Came out on top here with $1,421 or 14.22%. So very similar, the top 2 and 3. If we go to number 4, it is Bitcoin USD, and that has also gotten its copy link service link back. So this is Link 127C. It has actually been trading for a very long time. It was number 5 last week. It has moved one up. As you can see also why. It continues to cash in several $100 at least per week. Ended up in the 4-week period of $1,346. Or 13.46%. Definitely also a very good one. The last one in the top 5 here is the FTSE 100 index link here, 101C. It was number 3 last week. Has moved down the ladder, even though you can see it's cashing in also here every single week. Best week was week 18 with 525, but week 19 was still good, 318. And overall results for the 4 weeks, $1,195 or 11.95%, which makes the top 5. So in total, $7,944 or 15.89%. Definitely, if you would have traded those in the last 4 weeks, you would have been very, very happy trader. Let's go to number 6, which is the USD Swiss francs, and that is normally also one that cashes in quite frequently. And you can see Link 36C, it's an old one here also. It was in position 8 last week, so it has moved up and it most probably move up even higher. We can see week 16 was a very weak one. After that, it has been doing quite well, ended up after the 4 weeks of $1,074 or 10.74%. US 30, the number 2 link, which is also 107C. It was number 6 last week, so it has moved down the ladder just a bit. And most probably it will move up again as the 0 here for week 16 will go away for next week's report. It's cashing in $400 or more in week 17. 18 was a bit on the weak side, comes back again in week 19. And overall $854 or 8.55%. Definitely also results we can always count on in here. New link 126C, which is Euro USD. We have been trading with this one in the past. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to make it work, but it seems to be doing quite well at the moment. So it used to be number 10 last week. Now it's up to number 8 and it's cashing in quite nicely. 120 as the lowest and then basically start to run up. And week 19 was the best one in the last 4 weeks of $321. Overall results for that, $785. Or 7.86%, definitely also approved. Aussie USD number 2, also here is doing quite well. Volatile currencies again, it's really good for the profit retriever. Link 99C, it was number 9 last week and stays there. Again, you can also see here, it is cashing in every single week, ended up with $764 or 7.64%. Last one in the top 10 is US CAT. An old link also here, 74C, it was number 11 last week, now moved up. Most probably will move even higher now that the 0 for week 16 will go away next week, unless somebody else is going to take it over. But also cashing in here somewhere between a couple of hundred and up to 300. Overall in the last 4 weeks, $688 or 6.89%. So also here, very good, very stable results. If we have a look overall at the individual weeks, we can see week 16 was definitely the weak one where we had still a lot of the EAs in drawdown. Only made 1100 or 1.1%. Since then, things have moving forward in week 17, 2,920 or 2.92%. Then we had the high jumper from last week, week 18. Basically, it was the Aussie Japanese link 98C here that took things to a higher level, ended up with a total of just over 5% or $5,000. And then week 19 is pretty much where we were in week 17. Good stable results overall without having any incredible high jumpers here, $2,944 or 2.94%. And then we have the total sum for the top 10 in here, $9,552 or 9.55%. So again, another decent results overall for the Profit Retriever. So as you can see, things are moving forward. Again, we have a lot of the signals has come out of the drawdown. We had that already in the previous week, and also this week we have a couple of more that actually came out and now cashing in again. We can see that overall. So the market in the past week, it had a bit of a jump, but it made both an up and a down, which made a bit of extra cash, especially on the Profit Retriever here. So that has done quite well. But overall, it is the stability of the market at the moment. The Profit Retriever is back to what it does best, simply grind down and provide a bit of profit. We can see now that most of the drawdowns, the different accounts, they have come out of it and they are working pretty well. Obviously, again, we are now testing what has happened in the past. We are updating our settings to make sure that we are getting the most profit out of the Profit Retriever as we can, of course. But as always here, to just make sure again that this is not trading advice, this is not investment advice. You and you alone are responsible for this. All we're doing is basically just showing you our results, our signals here, how well they have done, and how exactly that you go about taking that information is entirely up to you. We are just trying to show you which basically currencies are the stable ones that will cash in week on week. And you can find a lot more details on our website overall here. So just to help you out with the Profit Retriever and which ones are basically the best bets, which ones are the most stable overall, which ones do you keep away from at the moment. So we hope that this has been another good lesson in how to learn and how to develop your own trading skills. And if you don't have those trading skills, you can always go to the CopyLink service with Expert Forex and copy our signals over there. And don't forget, there is a factor in there. You don't necessarily have to use one-to-one. You can actually go further down and basically just use 50% lot size compared to what we do. That obviously means you are a lot more safe. And at the same time, obviously, you will also have a bit less profit. But it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. You can also go the other way, find some stable results out of the top 10 we have shown you here today, and basically double the lot size compared to what we have if you think that that is safe enough for your risk management. So I hope to see you on next week's report, where hopefully we will have even better results. Bye-bye.